What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video on the Redmi K20 Pro, and today in this video I'm going to be showing you the test build of the EvolutionX ROM. This is the latest build, actually the 31st January 2020 build of the EvolutionX ROM on the Redmi K20 Pro, and well, the next release will be having all these features, so don't worry. I'll put the latest build link in the description box below. The test build is not public, so I cannot disclose the link of course. And what are the features that we get right now on this EvolutionX? This is just an update video of that. The Android version is 10 of course, and on top we have the EvolutionX logo up top, and EvolutionX version is 4.0 still. The security patch is of January 1st 2020, and you can see the stock kernel is the Immensity kernel, and you can check the version from here. And of course 31st January 2020 build. And if you're talking about the system options, and here we have the system updater, but whenever I receive an update I use the manual flashing procedure because my storage is decrypted, so yeah, that's one reason. And if you are talking about flashing the ROM, well, you don't need the GApps package because GApps is already included. So you need the latest Orange Fox recovery, and once you have formatted your storage when you are coming from MIUI, you just need to flash the ROM file and the fcrypt disassembler and just reboot. That's how simple it is. You do not need any kind of GApps. Now let me show you the features here. In the gestures, we have this touchscreen gesture haptic feedback option, and here we have the prevent ringing. And in the system navigation gestures, I'm using the Android 10 gestures of course. And if you go to the settings of this Android 10 gesture, you will find this hide the navigation bar pill option. So that's nice that you can hide and use the full real estate of the screen. And we have the 2 and 3 button navigation gestures. So that's cool that you can use both of these, 2 button or 3 button, if you are into those older Android versions. And here we have the jump to camera option for the gestures, and front camera sound effects are there. These many sound effects you get. Of course it was there earlier too, so nothing new. Let me just show you the fingerprint scanner speed over here. This is the always on display of course, and here if you are noticing, it unlocked. Now let me do it from the always on display with the left thumb. Unlocked. Now let me just do it from the lock screen. Here I have the lock screen. Let's just unlock. Unlocked. Let me just go to the home screen again, and let's do from the lock screen again with the left thumb. Unlocked. So you can see the fingerprint scanner has improved a lot. Right now it works almost 100% of the time. I have no complaints regarding the fingerprint scanner anymore. Now let me talk about the stock camera. The stock camera is the MIUI camera here, and everything works like the wide angle lens and the telephoto lens and the 1x of course. Everything works. If you want to take slow motion 960 fps videos, that is possible too, so no problem with that. And for videos you can shoot up to 4K 60 fps without any problems, as you can see, or you can switch to 1080p 60 fps or something like that. So a lot of options like that are there. 48 megapixel mode is working fine here. The night mode with this works fine too. And talking about the Google camera, I have installed the latest Google camera. If you want to install it, go to the card right here. You can install this Google camera too, and you can set up the Google camera by following that video too. So yeah, do watch that video before installing this Google Camera 7 APK. Now let me dive into the settings and show you the customization section. Here if you're noticing the evolution settings, the icon of this looks pretty good. It shows kind of a M logo, and here you will find all the customizations you need. As you can see, there are a plethora of customizations, and first let me talk about what I'm noticing difference over here. If you're taking a screenshot, as you can see, you can now scroll OnePlus devices and it will save automatically this screenshot, as you can see, if it's not a really long screenshot. So let me just open Twitter and let's just scroll up, and right now let's click on this scroll, and as you can see, it keeps scrolling kind of, as you can see. If I just stop it right now, and this is how you can take the longer screenshots. So you have pretty long screenshots if you are gonna look at the resolution. As you can see, 1080 by 5687 resolution of this screenshot. So yeah, you can take longer screenshots right now, and whenever you are taking a screenshot, you can have these many options. As you can see, you can share or edit, and you can delete it too. So yeah, for 3-finger screenshot gestures, this is quite an interesting feature. Let me go back to the settings again. Now when I'm going back to the settings, as you can see, it just 4 stops. So yeah, this is a bug still. although this is a test build, so I cannot complain much. Let me just reboot the device. And talking about rebooting, you also have advanced reboot, so that you can directly reboot to recover your fast boot whenever you want. But of course I had to enter my PIN so that I can unlock after a reboot, because the always unlock with the fingerprint scanner feature is no longer there, and I really miss that. I hope the developers bring that feature back. Now as you can see, the settings panel is working fine in the Evolution settings, and here we have the accent color of course, and right now you can choose from customly. As you can see, you can choose whatever you want, you can just change it like this. To apply, you just have to press here. I am going with the red color, and here we have the body fonts option. As you can see, there are a plethora of body fonts, no issues whatsoever with those. Icon shapes are there, and we have the header image for the quick setting themes, and quick setting header color you can change it to. We have the blur behind quick settings beta option is enabled. So right now if I just scroll quick settings, as you can see, the background is kind of blurred if you're noticing from here, and if you do from the home screen, as you can see, I hope you can notice the background is kind of blurred, as you can see. I hope you can notice it from here. Now let me go back to the settings again. This blur works fine, no issues with that. You can change the blur intensity too. And from here we have the status bar option, and in the clock options you can also change the clock position and stuff if you'd like. So that's great. Carrier label settings is there, network traffic indicator is there, and rounded corners options are there. Status bar icons are there. You can enable headset, Bluetooth, etc. icons of course. And if we have the status bar logo of EvolutionX if you'd like, and the battery style is dotted circle, filled circle, text, and icon portrait is there. You can have the battery percentage next to the icon if you'd like, or you can have it inside the icon, or you can totally hide it. Battery percentage when charging is there, and VoLTE icon is there, and you can change these many VoLTE icons. As you can see, a lot of options even for the VoLTE icons. Right now I'm using the Asus one so that it looks like this. Pretty cool. Now let me go back. In the notification panel we have the heads up disabling option, then we have the notification ticker, and the edge lighting option is there for notifications if you would like to use that. You can also change the colors of this edge lighting from here. Now let me scroll down. We have the force close notification, then notification vibration, ambient display brightness is there. Also the ambient display auto brightness works fine, but it kind of fluctuates if you have a LED tube light in your room at night. So yeah. And in-call vibrations option vibrate on connect, call waiting, and disconnect as well is there. Not a problem with that. In the quick settings panel we have the disable quick setting when locked, vibrate on toggle touch, quick pull down is there. You can have it on right, left, or always. And then we have the battery percentage on the header, and quick setting column and row number customization is there. Tile title you can disable it if you would like, and edit icon and stuff you can disable it too. And in the power menu we also have the advanced reboot if you want to enable it, and advanced reboot in the lock screen 2 is enabled. And in the advanced you can have directly rebooting option to recover your fast boot, or just rebooting the system UI option. And here we have the gestures. We have the AOSP gestures for the normal gestures option. Swipe to take screenshot is there. Brightness control on the status bar works flawlessly, no issues whatsoever with that. Screen off button torch does work super fine from the always on display too. Status bar and lock screen double tap to sleep works flawlessly, no issues with that. And here in the lock screen we have the pocket detection, fingerprint authentication vibration. Again, there is no always unlock with fingerprint scanner, and I do miss that. And these many FOD icon picker options we get over here. And as you can see, there are a plethora of options. You can even have it on blank, so that's great. You can customize it super well. And in the FOD pressed status behavior, we have the fingerprint light option over here. As you can see, there are three options. It says usually cyan, and we have the icon white, and then the solid color usually green. So we have bunch of options like these all over the UI, and even you can change the fingerprint scanner light, so that's great. And here we have the lock screen shortcut, status bar, etc. for the lock screen. Charging animation is there, that looks pretty cool. And the blur album art is there if you are using it on the lock screen. Navigation bar option is there. We have the system navigation option, and here we have the enabling navigation options, and nav bar tuner and invert layout option is there. Let me go back to the hardware buttons. Here we have the volume, key, cursor and stuff. And in the animations we have the screen of animation as CRT, scale and default, and you can change the quick setting toggle animation too if you'd like, and you can control the whole UI animation from here. Let me go back to the MISC settings, And here we have the gaming mode, wake up on charge disabling option, and charging animation option is again here. And in the USB configuration, you can set it to file transfer, so that whenever you connect to your PC to the phone, the file manager will open on your PC, like it will explore the files on the phone on the PC. And here we have the ADB notification option and the enable scaling and stuff, lot of things. Let me go back. Now I would say in the display settings you do not get the accent colors and stuff anymore, because the theme section has been separated in the customization section. Here we have the night light mode if you want to use that. Lock screen display, you get these many customizations. We have the always on display of course there, and styles and wallpapers options are there. You can also customize the theme, and you can change the clocks as you can see to these many options in the lock screen of course. And from here you can change the wallpapers too, as you can see. And also we have the live wallpapers of this ROM, so you get bunch of like things over here. You can also download the live wallpapers of Pixel 4 by default, so you don't need to do anything. Dark theme of course works super fine, no issues with that. And double tap to wake does work too, no issues with that either. In the sound settings we have the Mi Audio Direct, and this works flawlessly. The sound output via the headphone jack and the Bluetooth as well works flawlessly, no issues with that. We have the charging vibration and stuff. Then we have this haptic feedback vibration intensity control. You can have it on medium, light and strong as you can see. And screenshot shutter sound, you can disable it, and then screen locking sound and stuff. Now as you can see, I am taking a screenshot just like this in the silent mode, but it still does the sound when the screenshot shutter sound is disabled, as you just like see, it makes the sound. So yeah, this is a bug that I have been noticing on this latest build, but I think on the next stable build it will be fixed, because I'm still on the test build. And here we have the ring, notification, alarm, etc. volume. You can enable it, and the volume panel will look like this whenever you have one or like many of them enabled. As you can see, if I enable a lot of them, it will look like this. So you don't even have to like expand the volume panel if you have these things enabled. Now talking about the battery life, I would say I have been getting great battery life, and it also supports fast charging, the 18-watt fast charging of course, and the battery life is great. I have been getting about 7+ or 8+ hours of screen on time with my kind of usage. Here we have some screenshots. As you can see, I've got almost 8+ hours of screen on time with this ROM, so I have no complaints with the battery life of this ROM. Now talking about the calling, as you can see, the Wi-Fi calling works flawlessly here, and this is a really great feature. And the faulty calling and stuff is working fine too, of course, with Wi-Fi calling, but there is no call recording option as of right now. I think Google has to implement it on the stock dialer. Now let me open some of the apps and show you guys the app opening up speeds and the RAM management here. Let's open Twitter, Play Store, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify. Now let's open all the apps from memory again. As you can see, the app opening ups are like pretty fast, no issues whatsoever that I could find, and it does open all the apps like pretty fine, as you can see. No issues whatsoever with app opening up speeds, and you can like switch between apps just like this, pretty easy and smooth. No issues whatsoever that I could find with the app opening up speeds or the performance over here of this ROM. And here Google Pay and stuff works right out of the box, you don't need to worry. The Mi calculator is right now working, so that's great. I think I have talked about it earlier. The other things like Widevine L1 and stuff is present if you have the Indian Redmi K20 Pro unit. And if you're like flashing this ROM, make sure you're on the latest format, that is the MIUI 11.0.3 I guess. And depending on your region, just like flash the latest MIUI 11 Android Q based firmware, it should work fine. And one thing I forgot to mention is that you also have this live caption option. If you're watching a video or something from YouTube, if you have it turned on, you can see the live captions on the screen. So that is a great feature. And talking about PUBG graphics settings, we have the like HDR and extreme settings. So no issues whatsoever with the highest settings possible on this device. And here is the Antutu score of this ROM. And as you can see from here, the gaming is like pretty smooth. No issues whatsoever that I am noticing here. Pretty much 60 FPS that I can confirm by looking at the screen refresh rate right now. As you can see, like the response time is pretty fine over here. And the stock launcher over here is the Pixel launcher of course, and you can swipe down anywhere on the home screen to get the quick settings panel. To the left we have the Google Now cards, and you can scroll up to get the app drawer and stuff, so that's not a problem. And the whole launcher is like pretty smooth, no issues whatsoever. But there is no double tap anywhere on the home screen, but you can double tap on the status bar and lock the device. And the fingerprint scanner unlocking speed again is just flawlessly good. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching this video on the EvolutionX ROM on the Redmi K20 Pro. Although it has removed the always unlock with the fingerprint scanner feature and stuff, I can still recommend you guys flashing this ROM on your Redmi K20 Pro. Let me know in the comments what do you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Give this video a thumbs up if you have liked it. Thank you so much for watching again. This is Sito from KTN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye bye now.